Steve Jobs documentary. He also mentioned a very interesting point about drugs. And he mentioned it in his documentary that, I experienced that drug, and that is why some of my neuro capabilities triggered. ठीक है? And we see that relation with yoga and meditation as well. And even you also mentioned that, prefrontal cortex and the structure of our brain sort of changes and stuff. So एक यहाँ पे हम ड्रग्स की बात कर रहे हैं कि दैट ऑल्सो हैज़ अ डायरेक्ट इम्प्लीकेशन ऑन न्यूरो साइंसेज एंड योर ब्रेन. एक जगह पे हम ये कह रहे हैं कि योगा एंड मेडिटेशन ऑल्सो हेल्प्स एंड दैट ऑल्सो हैज़ अ डायरेक्ट इम्प्लीकेशन. वन इज डाउन्ड अपॉन, फ्राउंड अपॉन एंड सेड दैट कि ये ड्रग्स नहीं करना चाहिए, व्हाइल अदर इज अ वेरी हेल्दी प्रैक्टिस. क्यों है ये डिस्क्रिमिनेशन और इसके पीछे का लॉजिक क्या है?
दिल्ली के सबको तो बहुत ज़रूरत है.
दिल्ली के लिए आई थिंक मिलेनियल्स ओवरऑल, जहाँ पे भी ये पॉडकास्ट जो भी सुनने वाला है, देखने वाले हैं, आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट.
So, yes, you have picked up an excellent point. Why is one frowned upon and why is one seen as something highly good for us? And why both of their hit is sort of same, like the state we achieve is sort of same. That's an excellent question. The difference between both is like, I would like to give you a small example. Why drugs work the same way and why meditation also works is basically our human brain is capable of those states. Let's say mind in general or consciousness in general is capable of hitting all those states which we in hip culture or in trendy terms called trance or cloud9 or whatever, any trance or high state. So what the difference is that हम लोग के brain में first of all बहुत सारे neurotics and capabilities हैं to perceive that and hit that state. ये हमारे में प्रेजेंट है. अब इसके दोनों के दो रास्ते हैं हमारे पास इसी सेम प्लैनेट पे अवेलेबल, ड्रग्स एंड मेडिटेशन. इफ़ वी हैव टू कंपेयर देम, द रीज़न इज वी विल डेफिनेटली हिट द सेम विद ड्रग्स एंड वी विल डेफिनेटली हिट एट सम पॉइंट मे बी परस्यूइंग मेडिटेशन. Why one is approached more probably in a fashion or in a trendy sense is that it has quick results. Like why we need a very we need early validations, we need to hit that feel good states really quickly, and the second has slower ones. So definitely by basic human nature something that is taking a lot more time than any other thing, given that we have much more availability and money for it now, it will definitely prosper. But why is it frowned upon? I don't think it should be frowned upon. The basic thing is that we should be very clear of the consequences and how both of them work. So how both of them work is a bit different at the consequence on a bigger picture level. The example I was about to give is like, let's say you live, don't mind, okay, this is an example. Let's say you live in a very small home, like 1 BHK or something, or it's not in a good condition. That's probably the state of suffering, or just a general state of you wanting to explore better things in life, you wanting a better house. That's the general state of us, and I'm wanting to hit a high state. So what happens with drugs is, let's say you go to Mumbai or something and you see a very big mansion, you see a very big house, lush with luxury, having loads of accessories, probably pool table, swimming pool, everything. Now a guard is standing there. You just give them 3,000-4,000 bucks and you say, यार थोड़ा सा घुसवा दे, दिखा दे, थोड़ा यूज करने दे, बताइए मन वाली, and he lets you in. Now you really like it. For that half an hour, for 1 hour he lets you in. You love it. You love the experience of pool में नहा रहे हो, फोटो खिंचा रहे हो, खेल कूद रहे हो, सब कुछ अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत अच्छा यूज कर रहे हो amenities probably अंदर की. But even if it is for half an hour, even if it is for 1 hour, or let's say 1 day or 2 days, you have to come back. Why? Because you don't own it. Now अगर जब तक आप रहते थे उस छोटे घर में, तब तक आपके लिए वो घर ठीक था. somehow we adapt to it, जो है सो है. बट उसको देखने के बाद अब आपके लिए रात को उस घर में सोना बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है. सो in the same way what drugs do is कि once I hit that high state ना, coming back to reality becomes much more difficult to me. दैट्स वाई इट बिकम्स एडिक्टिव. अब मेरे को रोज उस बड़े घर में जाना है. ये तो क्या ही है, यहाँ तो टीवी का ही रिमोट के लिए 4 जनों की लड़ाई हो रही है. मैं अपने मन से देख रही, वहाँ तो 50 इंच का 100 इंच का टीवी था, थिएटर था, जकूजी था. मैं वहाँ जाना चाहूँगा. नेक्स्ट टाइम यू गो, अब वो गार्ड बोल रहा है भाई ये साहब मालिक आ गए, बहुत दिक्कत होती है, अब उसको 5-6 हज़ार रुपये लगेंगे. दिस एग्जाम्पल इज रेलिवेंट कि फर्स्ट मंथ में इफ आई नीड 2-3 bottles of beer or whiskey to hit me to that high state. If I continue that, after a time I will need one extra bottle or another 30 ml peg or 60 ml peg to hit that state.
Get to that state.
To get to that state. So it will keep on increasing and that will never be mine. And every time I come back to my reality, that reality will be much more tough for me to accept. What meditation on the other hand does is, I am working hard, I am building upon every day, I am trying to learn everything, I am changing my temperament, I am working upon myself, and slowly in 10 years I build up to that point that I buy that mansion, so that I am able to live permanently there. Now coming back to reality is not difficult because that is my reality. So what difference is ki drugs will be short term, they won't be mine, they won't be permanent. That's the only thing, and that's how every spiritual master has explained it. But what meditation will do is slowly I am reaching to a state where I am able to maintain that high state and blissed out state throughout my day, or that keeps on increasing. So thus the consequence is different. It's how clear you are will determine how long do you want to stick to one path.